name's Donald Mustard. I'm the creative director at Chair, and I'm sitting here with acclaimed, amazing author Brandon Sanderson. By far my favorite living author, probably my favorite author of all time. And I'm just, no, seriously, absolutely. I think you've written at least the best book I've ever read, and I've read a lot of good books.
And you are only the creative director, not the founder and the president and all of this stuff?
Well, whatever. I mean, I am lucky enough to work on our games with awesome people. And
this is how you treat everybody. You'd always downplay yourself.
It's because I don't actually do anything. I just have it all come in, and I'm just like, that's awesome, let's put this with this. And
no, that was funny. That's actually awesome. Like when we went to the Christmas party, the Chair Christmas party, Emily came out of that laughing because you gave your speech, right, to the company, and Donald's speech to the company, it was very video game. And because I'd gone to these corporate ones for publishers and things like this, and they have this like state of the industry, and Donald gets up and he's like, guys, we're just doing such awesome stuff. It's just, you're all awesome. Everything is awesome. And it was very motivational. It was very video game. It was, life is awesome. You're all awesome. Rah, rah, rah. Let's eat some food.
No, we're very lucky. Like it really is. I mean, I believe that. I mean, we work with really great people. I mean, you are super talented in what you do, and the whole team at Chair is amazingly talented.
I've seen that's kind of been what you've done. Is it seems like you find people that are really good at what they do, and you're like, you're now mine. You're now mine. You're really good at what you're doing. I'm going to marry you. And it just, you collect all of these people and just like let them create stuff.
Yep.
That's your talent. That's your talent.
Well,
I'm not going to let this be all about me.
No, it has to be all about you. Anyway, so. No, I think I'm the luckiest person in the world because I'm surrounded by amazing, talented people. And that's what it was with you. I read your work and I'm like, my life will not be complete if I can't find a way to work with this guy. No, I'm seriously. And I'm like, if I have to stalk him, I will stalk.
You only did a little bit of stalking. It was minimal stalking.
It was minimal.
It was professional stalking.
Yeah, exactly.
I did some stalking of my own. Like, way I broke into this business was, as a new kid, business being books, right? As a new kid writing books, you don't know any of this stuff. You know what to do. Like, at least in video games, you can be like, I'll go get a job with a video game company. With us, as books, it's like, write a book and then magically sometime it gets published or whatever. No idea. Finally, I got some advice. They go to conventions. There are all these great little science fiction conventions all around your town. You guys probably have one in your town. There's the Comic Cons, but there's also these little ones. Locally, we have LTUE, Live Universe, and everything.
Right.
And people said, start going to the sort of larger regional ones and talk to the editors there and get to meet them. And we started going to these, my friend Dan Wells and I and Peter Ahlstrom, and we would go and we would start learning who the editors were. And eventually, we got really good at this. We'd go to the con, we'd go to all of our kind of contacts and be like, all right, which editors are here? What are their names? And we'd write down their names, and then we would spend the convention looking at badges, strategically all placed, watching, and trying to find one of these names. Then we'd know what they look like, and then we'd stalk them at parties. And so we'd be like, just naturally at the party, like, oh, hey, you're, what are you working on at tour or whatever? And we all feigned that it was very natural, but we were stalking them. And I actually found my editor because we'd gone to World Fantasy Convention, and we asked some of our contacts. They're like, hey, this guy Moshe Fader, he just is an assistant editor at Tor that just started acquiring, which is what you want to hear, right? Just the brand new, someone who's been editorial assistant for a while, and now he's moved up to assistant editor, which is actually a different job, but anyway. They sound very similar, and they're like, you should go talk to him. So we stalked him hardcore. And finally, the last night of the convention, at a party for some imprint that's now defunct, at like 2 a.m., Dan comes running after me like, we found Moshe Fader, we've got him cornered.
That's awesome.
And he pulled me over, and me and him and Peter sat and chatted, and of course, we weren't stalkery. Like once you met us, the
right.
stalkery was all behind the scenes. And then we're all like, oh, we think it's awesome you're an editor. Tell us all about the books you're working on. And it wasn't just like, here's our manuscripts. It was like, man, what's it like to work for Tor? And we fanboyed on him, because as authors, we want to get to know the editor. Right. And he just talked our ears off for like 2 hours. And then we sent him these books, and he said later on, that he told me, he's like, you guys were such nice kids. These books were sitting here, and I had all this other work to do, but I felt like I had to read your books because you've just been such nice kids. And so us being nice kids who behind the scenes were freakishly stalkery managed to get our books published, and both Dan and I sold books to Moshe.